Hello and welcome to the GBHL podcast. You're here with your host GBHL Jamie.
And GBHL Harry.
And we are here to say thank you for 2016 and to do a sort of a yearly review.
Yes. I think so. A northern review.
Northern review,
southern reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we start?
So I think I've got a few notes in front of us here. We'll start with our favourite events of the year.
That's hard. How many events have we been to? I think I've been to 10.
I think I've been to 12 or 11 something.
Wow. Good amount between us. I think we've been to most together as well, haven't we?
Yeah. I think my favourite event is possibly Steve's event in Altrincham, the Scarrow in Cheshire.
Yeah.
Cheshire. Or the Throne of Schools. Or Throne of Schools.
Singles
oh god, there's more coming back to...
There's so many.
No. There's also like...
You'll win.
Gonna win.
Nepping.
Tom and Damien's 7 Stones
Yeah,
is always good fun. With the Fiendish Finchley quiz.
Yeah, the Ardacon. The final in Wales.
Yeah. Oh, I put this down as though it would be an easy one to start us off with. There have been so many fantastic events.
Yes.
I'm going to cop out here.
Yeah.
There's been so many fantastic events I couldn't possibly pick one.
And that's the testament, isn't it, really, to lots of different events that we've been to, and they've all been so enjoyable one way or another. Whether it be from the gaming side, is it from socialising, is it from the individualness of the tournament?
That's the thing, that each event has its own thing that I've enjoyed it for.
Yes.
Like, Throne of Schools it's a warmer world. You're celebrating the hobby. It's the first time we saw Dane. It was just incredible.
Yeah.
Steve's event with the terrain itself was just a completely new level and sort of pushed the boundaries for everyone else to up their game.
I think so. It came more about the picture side of it as much as the playing, which is very true. I really enjoyed our travelling tours. We did 3 tours at the end of the year. Well, I did 3 that we'd done a bit of distance to get to. So there's the Epping one.
Yeah, I think it was good.
Having the epic football match in between. Sterling was fantastic for me. I really enjoyed that for my birthday weekend. And it was great to go because you've been harping about how good Sterling is for a long time.
So devastated I missed it. Now I've not got a 100% record attendance.
I can be excused for that one.
No.
And then the final was great in Cardiff. White Rose was fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a good different one, a camping trip.
A camping holiday, and then there's like 7 Stones, pure theme.
Yeah.
So enjoyable. The Longbottom Carnival, which I went to, always a great event and venue and socialising afterwards. Oh, so much.
Lots of events.
Couldn't
lots
pick
of great
one.
events.
Couldn't pick one actually. Our final placings for the GBHL league standing. So I finished 7th overall, which is a little bit lower than I was hoping for. David Reed's win at the final pipped me. I was hoping for top 5.
How many did he jump up with his win?
Oh, quite a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I finished 7th, which is inside the top 10, which is what I hope for every year.
And you only started to compete towards the latter end of the year.
As soon as the ETC was announced.
Yes.
So, what? Something to fight for.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And I finished 3rd.
Nice,
Hey.
congratulations! And you won.
I got the Theoden Sword. I can't remember his name.
Hugrim, I think.
Yes, after holding 3rd, I think since the middle of the year, and then doing really rubbish when you started doing really well. Lost it at Stirling, to Mr. Entwistle, and then to sneak it back at the final.
Reclaim it.
Yes, despite him doing better in victory points and tournament points than me over the weekend.
It's the thing you'll always find it with a cut is that the person who comes at the bottom of the cut doesn't do very well in sort of points earned because you've lost all your games.
Well, that's it.
Cut,
yes. I still remain. I like that format. So at the final, there were 24 players, and they were split into 2 groups on the first day. After 4 games out of 6, the top 2 players from each group went into a sort of semi-final, and then you were then guaranteed to get top 4.
You're locked into your top 4 spot.
Yeah. So as soon as I knew that after game 4 on the Sunday morning, I was just very content. Not really giving a hoot time. The last 2 games when they were more of a bonus. Knowing that
knowing that Dan wasn't in there.
Yes. Well, that was it.
You literally don't care about your results. It's like, hey, I've done what I came in for.
I know, and then those last 2 games were probably some of the most enjoyable of the year because they were just so chilled out, and it was like, yes, I've achieved what I wanted to for the year. Got an ETC, I managed to get hold of my sword, which was so.
Your left-handed sword as well.
Exactly, left-handed sword, which I was so looking forward to, despite holding that position all year.
Yeah.
And without winning an event. I still don't win one. I come third, second 3 times, but no first.
Consistent.
Yes.
Captain second.
Captain second, yes. I'll be the Harry
Mulligan,
Moore
Captain
Award.
third, yeah.
I'm very pleasantly surprised. I think that because I put myself in. I think last year I only went to 3 events.
Yeah, you didn't come to all too many last.
No, and I was very much aiming for the top 10 finish in
Yeah.
the year. And I think I got a few string of good results that really set me up there.
Yeah.
Which was good. And it means that we are in the ETC. Whoop whoop.
So I have made it in through the wildcard placement because James Long had the higher average than me. He unfortunately is on holiday for the event.
Damn it, James!
So this means I get to go instead.
I was happy that James was good because I've got heavily beaten to him. Playing twice the last couple of months.
I had a conversation with him saying, like, "Oh, sorry that you can't make it. Like, I don't think we're sending the strongest team. I think he's a really good player, and with him not going, that his averagely always finishes third.
Yeah.
And that sort of consistency is what you want at a team event.
Yeah.
But you were saying that I think our head-to-head is nearly 100% to me.
Oh, really?
I think so. It's odd that his consistently hitting third. But I'm his bogey player. But I was trying to tell him that one bogey player doesn't make a good player.
True. But I think he's only been to like 5 or 6 events and he's in the top 10.
Yeah.
Like me. Bravo, James.
And commiseration to James Braun.
Yeah.
Because James and I, because they said the best player was going to get the best player between Longbottom and the final would get in as the 4th car wild spot, and what we all, I guess, wrongly assumed was that best meant the most points, and that's what literally everybody was going into the final was thinking, and so James and I were like, well, whoever finishes higher in this one gets the place. James did finish 1 place higher than me, and then obviously, lo and behold, the committee decided that it was actually a combination of best total score and best average.
Right, okay, because that's your average, because that discounts you, stops you getting the negative for not being able to attend Sterling, which is out of your sort of hand sort of thing.
But, so, James Long was the top in both. Well, Jay Clare was the top in both, because he did so well.
Yeah.
Then it was James Long. Then James Braun was 4 points above me in the total.
Russell, I think, was third.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but obviously
he's not counting himself. But James Braun was 4 points higher than me in the total, but then when it came to averages, I think I was 13 points higher, so they chose me over James for that reason. So one of Double Dragon has made it into the ETC team, which is what we are claiming, because either one of us can say that.
Yes. And now all of a sudden it's 3 from Manchester, 1 from Nottingham.
Team Manchester.
Team Manchester OP. But I think just slightly going in terms of those positioning and going back to the final, I've never seen your allegiance change so much within a course of a weekend.
I know, right? So it was depending on the results of the game. So it was like, well, if James wins the tournament, he gets third, and I get ETC spots. I was like, as soon as he was winning all these games, I was like, right, you go and you win these games.
Yes.
And then when I think it was like Dan was saying if he won and got third, his space would pass to you because you were 4th.
Yeah. And you were ahead of me in ETC, sort of.
Ahead of you that point. You'd get it because you were the next one down.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
And so then I was like, I supported Dan, and then when Dan lost the game, I was like, oh, screw him. Harry, you're back on.
Yeah.
And then James lost the game, I was like, Harry, go! And then you did your bit, and I didn't do my bit.
So we got there all the same.
Yeah.
Get in.
Elves. It's frustrating. my trusted tournament winning elves lost all their games in that tournament. And then Damien's Farukas won all their games. New army.
Yes, we've got models.
Yeah. What a crazy event that was.
It was. I really enjoyed it, and it was good because we went for the meal, and it was sort of the last event of the year, and a group of us went out, and despite it's always being a bad idea because it cost me heavily at Stirling going out because I was just so bad and hungover the next day. But ironically, out of the top 4, all 4 of us had stayed out until at least 2 in the morning. So being James Long, myself,
Jay
Clare, and David Reed because he stayed out as well.
Yeah.
And we had a great night, got in late, and we still kicked butt the next day. So
Hoorah!
Hoorah! Yeah, apparently I was hoorahing in my sleep after I got back in.
Quite with gusto as well.
Hoorah! Hoorah! Where it come from, I don't know if I was saying it nearly on in the night, I'm not sure.
No idea.
Good fun. Good fun indeed.
So we are going to Germany in the last weekend of April.
Is it 28th, 29th?
Yes.
Yes.
Bank holiday weekend.
Should we go for an extra day?
I have booked off the 3 days before the weekend and the 3 days after the weekend.
Good. Probably needed.
So, because I think I need a rest afterwards and I need practice.
Oh, we need
beforehand.
macho practice. Yeah, I think we all need to get a house together and just play.
Yeah. Well, we are all attending. So the team, in case you've not seen the announcement, because we've not announced the team, is ourselves, Jay Clare, and Ed Ball.
Yes.
And we are all attending Preston, which is a perfect time for us to actually chat about it and sort of structure out some times to meet up, or even just to Skype each other.
I know, we need to do a bit of prep.
Discuss lists.
Yes. Discuss lists, but confidential, because who could be watching on this channel? Hey.
Everyone else.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait though.
No, it's going to be a fantastic event. So if you don't know about the ETC, check out middle-earth-wtc.com, or just put Middle-earth-WTC into Google and it'll take you to the main webpage for it. And it's an 800-point tournament where each team consists of 4 players. You submit 5 lists. That's got to be done 5 weeks before the event itself. Yeah, so you can't change your list once it's been submitted.
Wow, okay.
So when you get them in, as soon as you submit them, you get 1 tournament point. If you're late, you don't get 1 tournament point, and you don't want to lose a tournament.
No, of course,
because
it can be all
you've
the
just
difference and stuff.
not
Yeah.
your listing.
What are scenarios?
Scenarios are the main despite the new ones coming out from Games Workshop, it's going to be the 6 in the main 6, with VPs capped at 21.
Good. Good.
So you can't just spike in Lords of Battle.
Yes. Good.
How the matchups work is that the 2 teams will have a team captain. This team captain will put forwards a player. Then this team captain will match it up with someone from their team, and then this team captain will put forward another player.
Yeah.
And then this person gets to react.
Yes. So is that per round then? So you say it would be then England versus
Wales.
Yeah, yeah. And
English
that's for
team
one
captain.
set of games. And then the next game you're teaming up against another country.
Yes.
Similar level type thing.
So the first round will be randomised,
Yeah.
and then it'll be Swiss to the final.
Sure. Cool.
I don't know how many teams are attending. It seems like quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And how the tournament scoring works is a little bit different. So there's obviously going to be 4 games from each side. If you win 3 and you don't lose, if you win more than you lose, you gain 5 tournament points. If you both win 2, it comes down to victory point difference as a total.
Right.
And if you win on victory point difference, it gets you 3 victory points. So it's kind of like a major minor system.
Yeah, okay.
If it's by some miracle a draw across the way, you both get 1, and if you lose, you get 0.
Right, okay. That's a bit of a method to follow, but that sounds good. Oh, we need earpieces, I think. Walkie-talkies.
Well, this is what the job of the coach.
Oh, right, so who is our coach?
I'm not sure who our coach is.
Oh, really?
It's, you get one person to be a coach, and their sort of job really is to let, if it's allowed, I know it works its way in other events, is that the coach will tell players how the other players are doing.
Right.
Like, Ed's won his game, Jay's won his game. If you can win this game, we win it.
Yeah.
Or, Jay's lost his game, Ed's won his game. You need to play safe for this small win sort of thing.
Sure, sure. Oh, I like that. Oh, cool.
It's very cool. And as the English, we are at a disadvantage because everyone speaks our language.
Just go on, let's learn something very quickly.
Learn Cockney rhyming slang. That's it, no.
Oh, yeah. Mm. Or like, yeah, that'd be good. Morse code, maybe we could just tap.
You have hand signals.
Yeah.
Ed's flown away. It's gone wrong.
Oh, but Ed's popped. 3.
He brought a trebuchet. What did he doing?
What's he doing? No.
So
go for the wooden spoon award for the full team.
No,
that'd be pretty bad.
that'd be pretty awful.
Oh, of course.
We could not do that to ourselves. Go there and try and win.
Oh, for sure. If anyone will come along and cheer us along, be our cheerleading team, led by Dan Entwistle.
Yeah. If I hadn't made it into the team, I was going to go along and set up a camera and stream the game.
Which would be awesome.
Which I might still do, depending on
you pass that on. No distractions.
Yeah.
But we won't say prices and stuff, but it looks very feasible to fly over. I looked at flights from the time.
£70?
Yeah, like £70 return
cheap,
if you book
cheap.
around this time.
We should do as well. Like, there's no point saving it until
I
like
totally
going,
agree.
oh god, it's £300.
Yes, yeah, I totally agree. Which is great, and I think I had to go a bit early as well and get a bit of a plan.
It would be nice to sort of travel over there a little bit earlier, do some sightseeing in Germany whilst we're there.
Or even on the other end.
On the other side of it, yeah.
I think if we went Thursday to Monday night or something like that, would be cool. Much to plan. But yeah, come on, follow us. Let's go and support your Hobbit hobby, support your English team.
Yes, support Team England.
Team England!
England OP. So, coming on from one very competitive event to another. The Grand Tournament is back.
Yes.
Get your ticket?
Oh, I have today. Was I one of the last,
You
possibly?
must have been.
When you picked it, you had options to buy tickets. How many was there
I
options?
don't know, I just bought one.
Oh, well, I can only get one or two.
Ooh.
It's like, so maybe I was one of the last two. I'm glad for that. Yes, because did you go to the last GT that there was?
Yes.
What year was that? I can't remember.
09 or 10.
Wow.
Been a while.
Yes.
Because there were no events. Then there was Throne of Skulls.
Yes.
And then... No, no.
What was in last year? No, I think... Oh, how many years have I been out? I think Tom won it 09. It was a year. I think there was a year after that, wasn't there?
Yeah,
He's not won the last
2010.
one. Didn't James Long win the last one? Because wasn't he have that?
No, he won Throne of Skulls.
Right. Okay.
He was the Lord of Middle Earth. So, I assume that's where we are. We're in 2016 now. And Tom Pickard is this year's Lord of Middle Earth.
Yes, he is.
James Long was the Lord of Middle Earth before that.
Yes, but then that'd been for a while because there hadn't been one.
So that would have been 2015-14. So 2014 Throne of Skulls must have come back.
Right.
And that means there must have been like a 3 years sounds about right for when there wasn't any events.
Right. Okay.
And that's when the community flourished.
Yes. And it's a booming now. How quick the tournament sold, the book sold. The book went back out in stock today. Got
Oh,
again.
missed that. So annoyed.
And now.
Seconds it felt like.
You'd have thought like they put on a big batch ahead of Christmas, but obviously there must be a massive demand.
Yeah.
Because I've seen loads of people haven't got it.
I should have done the weekend.
It just puts the pressure on a little bit now.
Focusing on work.
I'm like, sure, well you've been off. But it puts the pressure on a bit now because then the first tournament's in 2 weeks away. 2 weeks time when the book's being used, and you kind of need to have a bit of an idea.
You need to see the book, yeah.
Yeah.
See the changes. I mean, someone could be like something I've learned from my current job is that some people are blissfully unaware that these things are released and changes have happened. Someone could turn up to the tournament with 125 points Lady of Light written their list around that.
Yeah.
And even though it's only 5 points, it makes the difference.
Of course it does.
And then they go, oh, what, she's strength 4 now? And, you know, it's those small little changes that they will have no idea about.
Yeah, of course.
Someone turns up to an army and goes, oh yeah, here's my Lake Town, I've converted Sigrid and Tilda, this is Bane. I'm like, who the hell are these characters?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Or, you know, someone rocks up with a converted troll, it's like, right, he's going to charge you and hit you for strength 10. It would just sound bizarre to someone who doesn't have the book or has any way of knowing it.
Yes. Which is going to, could be a bit unsettling for the first couple of months, I suppose. But I think the GT is, middle of April? Middle of February, sorry. End of February. So there's a bit of time then.
Yeah.
Stuff to go about. What I was really intrigued about is the amount of players that are playing that are not players, thinking that they'd be refereeing. So Jay's attending, Sam Jeffrey's both playing, who I thought would be refs and stuff like that. It's a big crowd.
Yeah. What I want to know is if Warhammer Live are going to do any live streaming there. Because for the Grand Tournaments and their events so far in the year, they've shown all the Age of Sigmar and 40k top tables.
Okay.
And it would be really cool if there was, say, the Warhammer TV team and Adam Troke as the commentators watching the game and talking about it and really pushing it out to a much larger audience than we ever could.
I know, I totally agree, and it puts us on the map again. I mean, if this event sold out that quick, and I'd like to think they'll bring out more tickets.
I think they will do, because what they did for the last Throne of Skulls was they sold a small batch to guarantee there would be an event.
Yes, yeah.
Then they released, like another 30, and then they sold out. Then they released another 30, and they sold out, and they're like, right, we're at capacity now. And you sort of artificially create this demand for
That's
tickets.
it. Yeah, I think so. But it's looking great, and there's a massive Manchester team going.
It's huge now.
Is there, I think, 8 or 9 of us from Manchester?
That'll be tons, I reckon. Because
Team Manchester.
from there's me, you, James Clark if he can make it. 'Cause
Yeah.
obviously the baby.
He's got a ticket though, I think.
Bought a ticket, yeah.
Steve,
Owen, Jay Clare, Loxham, my boss, is coming. He's never competed
Oh,
at any
okay.
of these. It'll be his first event.
Is Jay Clare from Manchester?
Jay Finnegan.
Oh, you did say Jay Clare. Okay.
Did I say Jay Clare? Oh,
Yeah.
Whatever. I meant Jay Finnegan.
Yeah, 7.
That's 7.
Callum, Andy,
Callum,
hopefully.
Andy, hopefully with those getting their tickets.
Yeah. Tom Moore.
Tom Moore.
Would he be
maybe?
Manchester?
Yeah, he's Manchester. Maybe a
It's not being anyway,
Not be anyone else. Not being nuts, is he? That's so like 9.
which is cool.
9 definitely if tickets get released, and maybe a 10th.
Yes, if it's 9, we should get the 9.
And if we missed anyone from Manchester, apologies.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Have you seen the scenarios for them?
And I've not read them.
Should we read some scenarios?
Pretty well not. I've filmed those scenarios.
No.
If you got guessing what we've just filmed before this,
Yeah.
leave it as that.
Yeah.
And no, I've only known that it's 600 points. Well, up until us having a chat, I was thinking I'm just going to go for fun. I've got a list I really want to run at 600 points.
This is the grand
It
tournament.
is, and especially now with Ardica, with ETC a couple of months after,
Yeah.
we've got to show our face. Haven't we?
Yeah.
But made a 600 point list, which just sounds so fun. It's Gladwell, Lady Blight, Saruman the Wise, Thranduil and Dane, 600 points. Just Mortify Spirit on all of them. Come on, hit me. It'd just be fun. I don't know if it could do that
I
well.
don't think it'd do very well.
No, but it'd be fun.
Yeah.
But maybe not for the GT.
Not for
then.
GT, no. It doesn't sound like very competitive in the scenarios that are there.
No. So go on, give us a bit of a light on some of the scenarios.
The scouring of Stirlingshire is there under a guise of.
So like
Forgotten Heirlooms.
randomised sees the prize. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. You've said that the setup a lot of the time is good. Get to choose.
So the setup for quite a lot of them is like the old Legions of Middle Earth, where you deploy in your board half, which means shoot your armies can go.
Yeah.
Right at the bottom.
Yeah.
And stand off objectives and shoot and play that game again.
Which makes it interesting. We'll obviously do a full review, I think, before the tournament.
Yeah, definitely. We should do.
I mean,
A lot of them just have like for the recon scenario, instead of a point per model, it's if you have more you get 1 point. If you have double you get 3 points. If you have triple you get 5 points. And a lot of them just do that. Like Lords of Battle's the same. It's not
stops the VP imbalance, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah. And it just means that you can. Yeah, it stops the.
It stops you winning 50-0 or something. You can win 5 for the same thing.
Yeah.
And I imagine that'd be similar like hold ground type thing. So it's more as opposed to
yeah.
numbers. Good. Good.
Like hold ground where you go around randomly is that as well. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. I'll have a look at that at some point. A Middle Earth team doing a talk?
Unannounced. I don't. I assume they will be.
Yeah, I'm sure they've got plenty of things to talk about at that point. That'd be cool. Get yourselves down, guys. First proper GT. Oh, I feel the competitiveness. I've already seen a bit of banter on the on the Facebook page.
Mikolaj,
come on, lads.
crawling out the woodwork.
Yeah.
So exciting times for Lord of the Rings and Middle Earth.
Very much so. Very much so.
And then sort of a review of our year on the channel is what I thought we should do next.
Yeah, sure.
So, way back in January, we started Middle Earth's Deadliest Warband.
That jam. Yeah, it was cold and I
It was
did.
cold, yeah.
Yeah, I had some fuzz. Yeah, the Northwest Gaming Centre, I do remember.
Yeah, first video published, I think, January 19th.
Wow.
Way back then.
Wow.
And that ran until April. And can you remember who won Middle Earth's Deadliest Warband?
I can remember the game. It
Go
was
on.
Fiefdoms versus Hunter Oaks.
Yeah.
And I was Hunter Oaks and I won.
Yes.
Somehow, and I ran around the room in celebration.
Yes, you did. Well done, well remembered. And then...
But, yeah, there was blimey Army of the Dead just kicking butt.
Yeah.
It was
Not
good
dying.
fun.
That was really good fun. Then, immediately in May,
Yes.
we
Quick
start...
Quick turnaround.
Quick turnaround on that one. Middle Earth's World Cup.
Oh yes, which was great fun as well.
And we know who won that one.
who won? I can't remember.
Not the Moses. And Adam Trope, we still need to see him eat his hat.
Yes, we do, Adam.
Oh, I might buy him like a chocolate hat one day.
Do it. Go for the GT.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
That was good fun, and thank you to Damien and Co down south for some
thank you
fantastic
for
commentary.
everybody who got involved with the sort of the punditing of that.
Yeah,
It was fantastic fun.
Go on, even for the advertising, like the Justice for Dale type thing on the
like,
Facebook group, it got a lot of hype.
Oh, have you seen the? Oh, where is it? Oh, it's in the blog.
What blog?
In one of the Lord of the Rings blogs on the.
And the new ones that
Jason posted.
Okay.
One of them mentions about some of the injustice to Dale. It's like, yes.
What was it? It was a cocked dice, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was blatantly not cocked. It's like flat.
Any time I play a lot of people at tournaments now, and any time there's a dice that's like that, I'm thinking,
God,
what do I do? Do I just re-roll it or
just for Dale?
I make sure I put this dice on it, and it's like, no, you touch. Oh, I'll just re-roll it.
Oh dear. It's always good at tournaments just to clarify what is and isn't before the game starts.
I think so, yeah, because sometimes you get halfway through a game, and the previous game you've been rolling anything that's dislodged, you roll again. People go, oh, that's just cocked. I don't know. I stand on this.
Yeah,
yes, yeah. That's a good tip is to clarify before.
Yeah. So that ran until August, and then we stopped and we took a break.
We did. Yeah, I sort of moved house. You were away out of the country for
God knows how long.
Yeah,
too long. Also
kicking butt at Nova. That's
Nova,
what you were doing.
Yeah. So we did Nova, then Ardacon happened.
And Epic happened as well.
Epic happened.
The amount of practice we put in for Epic.
Yeah. Brawling at Barleyman's filled the gap, so we did January to April, May to August, then Brawling at Barleyman's has been filling the gap between then and now.
Yes, and we have started our next project, haven't we?
And we have, yes, so next year we'll be releasing the Two Towers campaign scenarios. I filmed the first set of scenarios like 2 years ago. It's crazy how time flies.
Right, oh what, for
the Fellowship?
Yeah.
Fellowship of the Ring, that was...
I remember watching it as an avid fan.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really involved in the hobby, I was like, oh, cool.
It's crazy how fast time slips away from you.
Very much so.
But we have... Oh, do you want to pass the houses over? One of the houses. So, the next scenario that we need to record is Scouring of the Westfold. And Alex Wright from Wargaming Terrain has made up some houses for the Dunlendings to burn down.
They are cool.
Thank you for sorting those out.
So cool.
I told them just follow the instructions in the book.
Yeah, and they look brilliant, don't they?
They look great. And now I've got them, I know how he's made them, so... Can make more.
Well, hey, for sure.
It's really simple shapes, and then textures.
Yeah. They look great, which is all good for content and quality.
Oh yeah. So we've got that to do. So there's a couple more scenarios. Basically, how I like to do any sort of content, like we've got 2 scenarios filmed and uploaded onto the channel, ready to be watched. They've not been made live. I like to get things almost to completion.
Yeah. Before
it goes out. That way, you don't have any sort of horrible breaks if anything happens in real life.
And I think that's good because life is getting away. It's shown many a time.
So for me, even though we've got the first 2 scenarios recorded and edited and ready to go, they'll be held back until we've got enough. You see, 6 is an ideal number because then it's 6 weeks in which we can record and edit the 7th and the 8th. You sort of get ahead of yourself.
I think that's good. We always kind of did that
with the Middle Earths. And
yes, and it worked well for us.
Yeah.
And I think now coming to the new year.
Yeah.
We've not got because the end of the year was so hectic with 100-point tournaments. It was so important.
Have you seen the schedule for this year? It is strange.
There are
clusters of 100 points.
Yeah.
And then big breaks.
Yeah.
And then a cluster of hundreds, and then big breaks. So it's kind of nice that there'll be time, like a month and a half or so, where there's no 100-pointer. You can take a break away from the tournament side.
Yeah, and it's the practicing. That's the thing, because we meet once a week, and if we've got a tournament, then we need to prioritise that. I think.
Well, at Epping, we practiced a lot, and I won it.
Yeah, and I didn't. I did terrible and practiced a lot as well.
Same armies.
Same armies. What happened there?
Yeah.
Jericho Jackson.
But that's one of the things we've always said about tournaments. It's the luck of the draw. Is that I didn't face those armies.
Yes.
That beat ours easily.
Well, that's it. And it was good. We were chuffed that one of us come back with it for sure. Because we've always had a journey with our long journeys that one of us has come back chuffed.
Something that's been good.
Alright.
So
plans for yourself, hobby-wise?
Oh yeah. So I've picked up the Champions of Erebor Dory Nori Gloin. No. Gloin. Oh, ridiculous with their new profiles. It's ridiculous. And I've got a box of Iron Hills. My hobby plans, I have also recently, there's a game that you can see over there that the camera can't, The Walking Dead All Out War. Gave that, I heard bad things about it, but I gave it a practice run out today because there's a few solo missions you can do. I really enjoyed that, so I might look a little bit more into that as a game to play. For Lord of the Rings though, I'll just be looking at what comes out and make my mind up. Nothing's really captured my imagination. Though after playing a few games against you with the Iron Hill Dwarves, if there's one of the new armies, it's probably going to be them because they are so very pretty.
Yes. What about your 80-point army, your Corsairs?
Yeah, so my Corsairs, I finally have their boats, for those of you who followed me on Patreon.
Right.
Only like a year late. I've got the boats. I bought a load off Gethin Cardiff. I've rebased them all so they're on their resin plank bases. They just need to be sprayed and painted, and then I can start taking them to 80-point events. And my captains have arrived with Jay Finnegan.
Well, hey.
So I've got 3 captains to lead 3 warbands and 2 ships. So I could really do this, but I can't really carry 3 ships. So.
No.
Oh well.
Oh, you manage it some form.
Yeah.
Maybe like, I don't know, something, a holder that you can fit all your ships in. That'd be cool for 80 pointers, I think.
Yeah.
Getting Storm is I think it's my priority 80 pointer. I really want to go and have fun with an army that you don't always sort of use.
That's the thing, is that I've never used Corsairs. I remember them being very good back when we used to play Legions of Middle Earth, but with Move and Shoot they're not as good as they once were.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're all defense 3, so Hurl's just going to ruin them.
You put like a little buckler, don't you?
Well, the guys in front, yeah, but I'm just doing this as they come out of the box.
Yeah,
I'm not going to put the extra effort in or anything.
Yeah.
Although someone on the group, I can't remember the first name, but Brushstroke is the second.
James Brushstroke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seen his?
Yeah, the one he did the other day. Friggin' awesome.
Mine's a shame. It's like,
damn it, James.
Cut one out, put a peg leg on, one's
That's like proper pirate style.
I was like, oh, damn it, man! I wanted to do Corsairs.
Yeah, just think you probably spent, I don't know, a day doing one dude.
Yeah.
When you can knock out a lot more on that time.
I'll do an army in a day.
Yeah.
Put my mind to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh dear.
Oh.
But other than that, hobby plans will be to. I actually want to make. I've got Helm's Deep, the Games Workshop kit. I'm going to make a deeping wall.
Yes.
That has a blown up part.
Cool.
And also get my Urukai painted up for the 2 tower scenarios.
Yeah, same with that. Yeah, I think that was the last set of models that I sort of bought in bits and bobs was Urukai.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot to do. I've got 2 Urukai Siege Ballistas that I definitely want to do up. Well, they're sort of they've been done anyway.
You need to paint one for the
scenarios. Yeah, I will do. I want to say use 2 in a tournament and an 80 point. What probably won't do if be that good, but it'd be fun. Have 2 ballistas
with 2 engineer captains.
Oh, that's my points. That's 300 points on 2 ballistas. Charge first turn, or just play blinding light armies. But I've just recently done a big purchase because all my models in my collection that I've got has been majority from Lord of the Rings. So finally invested, following the new book, invested in a decent sized Hobbit army. And I want to do it as an army that I'm actually going to take my time and paint up and use, and it being an actual themey force. Because all my armies I do combine a lot of the filthier stuff together, Hobbits, Saruman, elves and stuff. Whereas this would be a pure theme army, and I reckon it can still be quite competitive. So I do want to take my time. Mix. It survives a lake town with some elven friends.
Nah.
Glaives, mate. Glaives. I'm not themed.
It's themey.
It is. It survives a lake town when the elves are fighting and they're all together with Thunder on his elk and stuff. Well themed, mate.
Yeah, sure. You spin that how you want.
Well, I couldn't just go to just pure militia. That'd be expensive.
That would be expensive, but that would be themed.
Yes, it would.
And you get the army
They've got their
bonus.
elven friends now who come in to help them in the battle. Yeah? No. Well, it's going to be cool.
That front rank with that lady who gives them +1 to wound, when they go in and pierce and strike and their elves are behind going, we're 5-5 now.
Hey.
Here's a turn of burly.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be broken.
That's the plan, no? Yeah, I just kind of think how can I work to put Galadriel Lady Light in there, but that definitely doesn't go.
No. You take Gandalf.
No, I love LOL. Lady Light is so good. She does not need to be dreadful.
She did not need
She is just such a combat monster
I don't
now.
care if it's justifiable, Jay.
She doesn't need it. She kicked his butt without that.
She just goes, alright, here's some troops. Bam, bam.
I know.
In another game, killed 2 Iron Guard. Didn't pierce a strike against her, doesn't care. Strength 4 now.
I know, I played it.
Little right hook. Smash, smash.
I know, because when you do good on good, and if you're not paying a caster, so your fortify is not that valuable. Blinding Light's always good.
Yeah.
Then just a combat monster.
Get 6, 3 attacks, strength
Whoa.
4. With an Iron Hill support.
Yeah, you know
4
it.
attacks, strength 4.
Yeah, she's a beast. She's well good.
Yeah.
So that'd be my plan. And actually, I've not really stuck to it by actually doing hobby vlogs and showing this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna get a load of bases off Matt. If you're watching, need to give you a call soon and get lots of custom bases. So it'll actually look cool, guys. It'd be great to win like a painted or a sporting award. Or to be honest, I still kind of want to win a tournament. A win is my objective for next year. A win of some form, not the spoon.
For
unless
me,
it's the ballistas.
Yeah. It would probably be to maintain ETC spot would be my ideal
Depends
goal.
on Matt hate it. You know,
True, very
pass
true.
it on.
Yeah.
But yes.
Or to attend ETC and live stream. Something I would like to do next year is more live streaming. I've done it now with work, and I think it's got legs to make it's a very interactive experience.
How would you, so in your live streaming, are you filming the game or are you filming the players when they're rolling the dice?
How you have it is typically the live stream I would want to have is one camera pointing down at the table
continuously
overhead, one camera at a 45-degree angle looking sort of in at the action.
Yeah, okay.
It's unmanned, it's just focused on an area that is important to battle. So let's say it's all ground, you focus it on the centre.
Yeah, of course.
You then have another camera from the other side doing a more wide shot that shows the whole board just from a different angle from the top down, so you can see where things are actually placed.
Would the camera be the picture be split into these little screens sort of thing?
How you'd have it is you'd have on a screen like that, imagine that's the screen.
Yeah.
In front, you have hands figure it out. One big screen.
Yeah.
So like all of God, it's all mirrored. Right, so all of this is the main screen that you're looking at.
Yeah.
Then the other 2 cameras have small bits here and here.
Yeah.
So you focus on one main bit and you can see what's going on in these ones.
Yeah.
But as the person controlling it, but let's say the players are leaning over and they block the down shot, you can switch cameras so that this one they swap places and the wide angle becomes the main shot.
Right, with you.
And ideally, what you have to take it to the next level is 2 people commentating. So they are talking about your colorcaster, your numbers guy.
Yeah.
Talking about what they are doing, but well away from the game, so they can't influence what's happening.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's quite good. Yeah, because there's a lot of pressure in the game anyway.
Yeah.
So, would you be playing, or would you be strictly
No. So I'd be
sort of
strictly monitoring the stream, so they're going right. So this shot's no longer any good. Change that over to another shot.
Right, okay. That's really interesting because James put it recently about there might be that 7th round of Aldecon where he'd get filmed, and I was sort of thinking in my head, how would you do it? I was the idea that you'd always do your camera job anyway. You'd have a frozen camera into say 2 dice trays.
Yeah, I mean,
so you could see things so you know what's been rolled without having to flick down to the table and just watch actions and reactions.
So a dice tray is an interesting thing because we tried to do it at SteamCon.
Yeah.
And basically players have to agree to roll in it.
Right.
And I, as a player, I'm quite superstitious in a way, in that if I start rolling badly in a tray, I won't like to do it because I feel like it's influence.
Yes, yeah.
Dice don't have personalities; they are random. But if I'm just rolling them on the table, they roll to a natural conclusion. And if they hit the side of a thing,
yeah, I'm with you.
I wouldn't like to roll in it, so you can't make players roll in a certain space.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I think for the work that you're doing for your job anyway, I think that's will bring stuff into our game so much and really sort of improve the quality of how we can film stuff and then show some live filming. I'm just thinking a year's time, after scenarios we could do. I don't know, in certain ways. Be really interested for the future.
Like, just for live streaming in general, you could sort of like the thing that I've learnt from one of the guys at work, Ronan, is how different live editing is to actually sitting at a computer and editing. Like sitting at a computer editing is quite a dull job, whereas if it's live editing, because it's live, people give you a little bit of leeway on things. Yeah. And it's a much more because you focused the entire time. It goes really quick. Right. Okay. And you film it once and it's done. Yes. Okay. Whereas currently what we do is we film it, put it all on a computer, watch it all back, watch it, edit it, watch it, edit it, watch it, edit it, and it's quite a tedious process. Whereas if it's just edited live, people know it's live, so they accept camera delay.
Yeah.
And once it's done, and you're good.
Okay, that sounds cool. Well, plan for that this year. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So try and figure that out at some point.
Groovy.
Yeah. So that has been our 2016 in review.
Yes.
You got any plans for me? Do we talk about
Yeah,
that?
just I'm gonna try and do this, pay up this Lake Town theme, the Survivors Lake Town theme course. I've got such a backlog of models. I think I'm going to sell some models that I'm never going to use.
I need to buy. I've already got loads of cases, but I just need to buy more cases because, as you can see, there's just there's trays of models all over the place.
I know. I thought I had a hobby room and I'd have so much space. There is nothing. There are trays of models on top of all sorts of things. It just needs. I don't know how else do you store. If anyone can come across, do it.
I don't particularly like them, but the big Games Workshop cases, the big army
ones.
Yeah,
you can fit
lots. There's loads of them.
And they're at a cost.
But then they're a pain to store because they're big and bulky.
Yeah, of course.
You've not been to Damien's, have you? He's got the perfect storage system. He's got the armies he wants in the small Games Workshop cases, labelled up, and he puts them in
rack type shelving.
Not a rack, but an inbuilt cupboard into the wall.
Right.
And they're just all there, facing outwards what's in them.
Clever
and it
boy.
just looks perfect. And then he's got a display case for the models that he has painted well, that he likes, and he knows he will use soon.
Yes, I've got that part, but then when you need other things, and it's just a bit all over the place.
Yeah.
I've got a good case, an evil case, that sort of thing, but knowing what's and what, I like that system.
Yeah.
I always did like the idea of pulling out trays of models and things like that.
Yeah.
And then when you get them, then you're in a rush because you want to play a game. Everything just gets cleared and thrown on a tray.
Soon, very quickly falls apart.
It very much does.
Whereas Damien, from what I've learned from playing games with him over the past year, he's very studious about.
Oh, good.
Right, we're done with it. It goes back in its box where it's meant to be. You're like,
that's a good way of doing it.
Fair enough.
Because the amount of times that we've searched models. Cases for models, it could be in this one or this one.
Could be in this one, or maybe it's in this one, or this one. Because you organise them once, you think it's in this one, and the next time you play with it, you just throw it back into any empty space.
Yes.
Yeah. One day I'll have my own house, I'll have a hobby room, and I can forget about it.
And a trophy room.
A trophy room.
Yeah.
There's a trophy shelf, not a room.
Yeah, mine's getting a bit cosy now as well. Don't know what Ed and Jay do with theirs.
It's ridiculous.
Is it?
I saw his house in Nottingham, and it's just. His bedroom just has random trophies knocking around it. I won this from this one, and this one from this one, and this one from this. You're like, oh, yeah.
Well, because he goes to lots of things more than just Lord of the Rings, doesn't he, as well? Guild Ball, Magic, and...
Guild Ball, definitely, yeah. Magic, not so much recently. Stopped that because of how much money it costs. We're rambling. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Can we just show you one thing before we
yes,
pop off?
yeah.
So, sneak peek for 2017.
I'll take two.
Okay. So we have, which should we show first?
Yours.
Okay. We have new dice. Oh god, this is
you have to go well close. Put your hand behind it to force it to focus on it.
If you can see, we have new GBHL dice. Is that focused in a way? What colour are we here? This is
green.
This is the green one.
Oh, yeah. Harry's colourblind in case
yes, I'm struggling with these two. So you go.
Okay, then for the other two more, we've got
technique.
A blue and gold, kind of like the Oticon, and then a pearlescent with black.
Ooh. And we also have final one.
The one that people asked for.
Yeah, the purple one.
Purple and gold.
Purple and gold. They're pretty nice. Have you rolled any yet?
No. I don't think I'll probably have. We're not doing like a mass roll.
So these are for the channel hosts.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah, so channel hosts will get 8 of each, as we always do.
Sweet.
And then, so when I ordered the dice, I ordered lots of green and lots of purple. Then I got told they've run out of purple, and they have blue available. So I said, right, we'll do them as blue then. Sure, why not? And then they went, oh, I'm really sorry, we've got no blue available anymore. So right, so do them as white.
Exhausting their supply.
So the blue. This is all of them in the world.
A bag of dice is so cool.
This is all of them. There's not many in there, especially after we've taken our shares.
Have you taken? Is everyone shares out of this?
No.
Oh wow, not many left.
There's not many left at all. So these might be host only dice, or like super rare.
£10 of dice.
Oh god, no, not that mean. Well, they might be for tournaments that the hosts run.
Yeah. Okay.
And they can be prizes for first, second, third, or whatever. So the blue and gold might not go on sale simply because of how scarce that quantity is.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
The greens, I believe. So James and I paid for these. These are going to be at Desolation of Stockport.
Right, cool.
The purple will eventually go on general sale. I'm not sure when, and same with the white.
Cool, okay.
Yep.
Groovy. Some nice merch there.
Mmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shiny.
Shiny dice. I just want to roll them all over the table. I think it's the Wanderers dice have done us so well.
I rolled those 6s.
Oh god, I've gone for purples and greens.
Oh, purples and greens.
Oh my god, 4 out of 8 of the purple dice have gone 6s. Great content.
1 blue.
Look at that.
That's why you came third.
That's
you can roll
it.
dice better than me.
Oh yes.
It's not
that's how
player
it's
skill.
done. Oh, totally.
I got 2 in each
outrageous.
one. Oh, those purples. Right guys, I hope you've enjoyed the content and I hope you have a great year. Be sure to comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support your Hobbit host in the links below.
Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter.
Support your Hobbit hobby.
And happy strategy battle gaming everyone.
And Merry Christmas.